YouTube. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you are joining me, I'm gonna get straight to it. But I hope everybody having a good day. Um, religion, religion. Well, the Bible specifically, and the full gaziness that's in it. Okay. I made a video the other day. I haven't really looked at it too much, but I want to jump on to I want to jump on to your excuse me, I'm driving. Your perspective. Like, I need people to holler at me, because I know everybody. I think everybody at one point in time read or saw something in the Bible and questioned that shit. But you really have to tap in. You really have to open the third eye, right? For instance, the God that y'all think is so forgiving and so merciful and this, that, and the third, that guy was a stone. That God was a stone cold murderer. He orchestrated the killing of men, babies. Women. I always want to say babies first. Babies, women, men. Like, he orchestrated a lot of murders. This God guy, this God thing that y'all love so much, right? And I think this God got y'all in His good favor so much, and He's forgiving. He got y'all back so much. But His right hand man Moses didn't even make it into the so-called land of milk and honey. You get me? Excuse me, my phone about to die. But yeah. So Moses had to deal with these people, right? So-called, right? Actually, it's not really, but according to the Bible, sorry about that. According to the Bible, they disobeyed him. God disobeyed him. Moses disobeyed God, and Moses was brought out of the so-called land of milk and honey, the land of Canaan. He was brought out. He said, He said you can ride up on that mountain. What was it? What mountain was it? I forgot. Not Sinai, something else. But he said you guys can ride up there. You can watch them enjoy Canaan, where they came from. And that's another crazy shit. The Israelites, they wrote the Bible. They come from Canaan. They were originally the Canaanites. They were part of the Canaanite society. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I don't understand how. And then Canaan was a part of Africa. You understand? Canaan was a part of Africa. It's no longer part of Africa. I wonder why. You know why? Because it wouldn't fit the propagated rhetoric, so to speak. Like Noah drunk ass, and that's supposed to be a so-called sin too, drunkenness. But Noah was drunk, ass naked in his tent, and his son seen him. And I don't know, they said, they try to, I don't know, like he laughed at him. I don't know, but Noah drunk ass was drunk in the tent, and his son Ham seen it, right? And he didn't cover him up or something. That's what he didn't cover him up. And the other two brothers came in, covered him up, blah 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 blah. And subsequently, Ham was, and his son Canaan. Now Ham had more than one kid, but Canaan was the baby. Canaan was the one accursed to be the so-called accursed to be the father of the black nations, yo. Think about that shit, yo. The accursed of the black nations. anyhow, um, I don't understand. Well, the reason why I brought that up was because how um why is Canaan no longer part of Israel? Well, you can't have Canaan. I mean, you can't have the so-called promised land Israel, because that's where Israel resides at, in ancient Canaan. That don't make sense. Think about that, yo. The Israelites come from Canaan, right, which is modern day Israel, Palestine, right? They come from there. They originate from there. If you look up the origins of Israelites, they don't have a place of origins. They come from Canaan. They come from but it's modern day Israel, and it's no longer part. It's no longer part of Africa. Now, if you look up Canaan, it's a part of Africa. It was a part of Africa, but the people who wrote the Bible, which were the Israelites, they don't want that. You know, it wouldn't fit the, like I said, the propagated narrative of vilifying the people that came there, so to speak. Like, because the Egyptians, they was running shit in Canaan. Like, it wasn't Egypt, but they had some kind of pull or something like that with the king that was there. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me. And just to let y'all know that besides Israelites writing the Bible, they constructed this, you know, I don't even know how, like, it's racist, but how are you going to curse somebody to be father of the black people when Canaan was in Africa? Like, you gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. But where was I going with this though? The God that y'all love so much, he allowed Moses to curse his grandson. Noah to curse his grandkid to be subservient and father of the black nations, y'all. Yep. But yeah, I think I was talking about Moses, but Moses, he's something else. The God that y'all love so much. I mean, the Israelites. That's what I was saying. The Israelites, they were Canaanites, and they were also practical in paganism. Like, it's not a front. They were practical and pagan. They were pagans, and you know, even with the monotheistic stuff, you still had some sneaking off doing paganistic rituals or whatever the case may be, because Egypt ran shit, and that's what Egypt were. They were pagans, and they should not be frowned upon because they were pagans, because they knew obviously more than what, you know, everybody else knew. Because the Israelites, the God that they conjured up, is nothing but a whole bunch of pagan gods that they mixed up into one. That's all it is, yo. And you think about how the narrative of the Bible and how the Israelites are the so-called chosen people. Get the fuck out of here, yo. They're the so-called chosen people, and you know, they write the Bible, and there's a bunch of destruction, and they got God telling the so-called chosen people to go to different parts of the lands to kill babies, women, and children, so they could have the land that God so-called promised them. Like, yo, if God knew everybody's life and all that shit, like, think about that. Like, why would he set this whole thing up to say kill all these people? Why, if you God, why would you even populate that land for somebody else to take it over? Like, come on, yo, make that shit make sense to me, yo. Like, yeah, so God orchestrated all these murders and shit like that, like Jericho, and all that. Like, that shit did not happen. Nobody is no superhero like David and the giant and all that crazy shit. But I tell you what, the Bible is full of deceptions, lies, and murders. It's like the perfect soap opera. Think about it. I mean, it is. I mean, it's a really good soap opera. But that's about all it is. I promise you. I wanted to talk about the bet. The bet. Job. Why the devil bet Job? Job was so faithful to God, and he was abundant with crops, family, life, plants, whatever, drugs, whatever he was into, he had the shit. Job. And the devil said, I bet you, I just teach what the God said, let's make a wager on this man's life, and I bet you I can make him lose his faith, make him curse you. And subsequently, he didn't get cursed. I'm sorry. He didn't lose his faith. And guess what the devil said? He said, bet it back. And God said, I'll take that. Well, in the first bet, he took his family away, he took his wealth away, he took his kids, he took everything away from this man. And then when he didn't lose his faith and he asked God why, God didn't even have a fucking answer for him. And what else happened? So the devil said, oh shit, damn. Whatever the fuck they whatever they bet on, I don't know, could have been $50, I don't fucking know. But he didn't lose his faith, and the devil said, bet it back, yo. The devil said, let's double up, double the bet. I bet you I can make him lose his faith. And this time, guess what God said? Yeah, okay, I'll take that bet. Let's fuck his life up. And instead of taking, he had nothing else to take from him, but all he had was his body left. All he had was his health, and God took that shit away. The one y'all love so much over a bet. And and part of the first story, bet, Job, he ended up thanking God for everything, for taking all his shit. I don't know. That's how faith got people so fucking messed up. That religion shit got people so messed up. Like, that's crazy, yo. But so you ask God, why? And God don't have an answer for him. I think when he do finally get at him, he pretty much, in a short way of putting it, look, this life, deal with it. I ain't gotta tell you shit. Bye. Like, whatever. And a part of that story, Job's homeboys come to see him and try to console him because he's so upset that, over the bet that he don't know shit about. He's all messed up in the head, and he's all messed up, and his homeboys come over to console him. I think it was for 7 days and shit, and they end up saying, "Oh man, it's gonna be okay, all right," and then end up saying, yo, you the one, you must have did something to God, because he ain't no way, like, how you gonna console that man for 7 days and then turn on him, yo? That's so fucked up, yo. But look, yo, I gotta go. Like, let's talk about this Job situation, because I think it's, life, right? Life is messed up like that, like. But look, let's talk about this. Hit me up, like, subscribe, do whatever you're gonna do. I want to talk about religion. I love this shit, but yeah, if you want more content, hit me up. All right, peace.